Talking to a bud tender can be intimidating if it's your first time. It's important to remember that, like any position, you'll encounter people enthusiastic about their job and others who are just there for the paycheck. That's why it's good to try to be prepared before walking in. Alice has been shopping at dispensaries since she got her first medical marijuana card at age 18. And Clark spent a year and a half working as a bud tender in Hollywood. So we feel like we've had plenty of experience on both sides of the counter. If you don't know where to start when it comes to legally buying cannabis, there's an old saying that holds true. Your nose knows. Ask if you can smell the flowers. Not all dispensaries allow this, but usually, if it smells good to you, you'll probably enjoy that strain. If you need cannabis to help with something specific, let your bud tender know that you're looking for help with sleep, anxiety, motivation, energy, etc. Your bud tender should offer a few options for different consumption methods. Let them know how you usually like to consume, or if it's your first time, what you think you're most drawn to: gummies, a pre-roll, vape, cartridge, etc. Be sure to ask if they have any first-time deals or daily specials happening while you're there too. We know that tipping is somewhat controversial these days, but we think there's no harm in throwing some cash in the tip jar if your bud tender helped you choose something you wouldn't have picked out yourself. Here's a list of questions you can ask your bud tender to have a successful shopping experience. 1. What are the different strains available, and what are their effects? 2. Can you recommend a strain for specific effect or condition? 3. What consumption methods do you recommend for a beginner? 4. How should I store my cannabis products to maintain freshness and potency? 5. Are there any potential side effects I should be aware of with certain products or strains? 6. Can you explain the dosing recommendations? 7. Are there any special promotions or deals available for first-time customers? 8. Are there any accessories or additional products you recommend for a beginner? 9. Are there any legal regulations or guidelines I should be aware of when consuming the products I've bought here? 10. What are your personal favorite products or strains, and why do you recommend them? Finding the right places to enjoy cannabis legally. Some places like Colorado and California are lucky enough to have consumption lounges available. This means you can legally buy your cannabis and consume it on site.